Hey, hello everybody, and welcome back to Dream Daddy.
Welcome.
You've got dads. Alright, looks like we got something to do with Matt. Hey Herbie, what are your feelings about poker? Beyond hardly knowing her. Poker? I hardly know her. There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and I had to take the shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing weekly poker games. I figured I should do an invite your way. That sounds great. I love losing money. Cool, dude. See you soon. Lose that money. Oh, yeah. Matt invited me to a poker night at Joseph's house. I put on my going out coat and walk over. Across the way, I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap. I should have brought something. Hey, man. Crap. I should have brought something. No worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. How long have you guys been at this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. Past the fence and closing Joseph's backyard, Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. Herbie, glad you can make it.
Oh.
So am I. I'm sick to take all your money. Just like old times. Greg's the resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I'm well aware. Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. Are you still as terrible as you were in college? Hey, I wasn't terrible. I'm not bad at poker. I'm definitely good at poker. Everyone stares at me. Okay, maybe that was a little defensive. Okay, I'm bad at poker. There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs. This is basically my tithing. I'm giving back to the community. Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all Brian's snacks. Guess who brought pigs in a blanket? Not Craig. Hey, my chia seed and granola energy balls are just as delicious. Everyone laughs. Let's just get the game going. I'll take a seat at the table, and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple rounds go by easily as I'm getting the hang of things, but it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just start getting a feel for everybody's tell, like Matt will scratch his ear. Hey, Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie.
Oh, shucks.
Now wait a second. And I think you just loudly announce the whole room when you have a good hand. Yeah, yep, that's me. What's Joseph's tell? Everything. Literally everything. That man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side. See, you can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? Honestly, the man's an enigma. Robert raises a glass of whiskey to us all in a solemn salute.
Nice.
I think he'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company. Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it. Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah.
Hey.
What? Are you a drug dealer now?
Hey.
Yeah, what do you need? Horse, speed, Tawana Johnny's? I can get you the street stuff easy, but if you're looking for something exotic or designer that's maybe 72 hours and a favor called. Maybe I won't need you today, but maybe I won't need you tomorrow, but someday. Oh, I think I'm good. Right.
Hey.
But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. I dropped my phone in the toilet, and this is backup until I can get it replaced under warranty. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. I go back to playing. I really got to stop eating those pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blankets? Pigs in blankets. I don't know, but they're very good. I think there might be cheese in them. Ooh, I don't think I got enough to raise you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn.
Hey.
You think you can handle another one? Be my guest. Briar and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. Buddy, you think 3 kids are a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dad capacity at all times. Actually, it's technically 5.
Oh.
Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her birthday, but she's so grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change its diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby. There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night I walked in on her after she had tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked, but then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Fake poop, but still. That reminds me of... Wait, do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement. Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life than there is already. Can we just get back to poker and not talk about poop? Matt deals another hand and we quickly forget about the poop. We run out of pigs on blankets, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible. These kale chips are phenomenal. We should sell these at the coffee shop. It's my own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys.
Hey.
See it now. Pierce the kale. Chips.
Hey.
Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego. Yeah, look at Matt, confused.
Oh.
It's maybe not any of your wheelhouses.
Oh.
As a shop nowadays. Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring on another person to work the counter, but I haven't found a good candidate.
Oh.
Amanda's looking for a summer gig. Let me know. That's really nice of you, but I think she's been burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively. Matt cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Jeff has long since lost all of his chips and has taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us. Brian deals us all the cards. So what's it gonna take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Do you really want to unleash the beast? Well, now I'm curious. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. I got Lily's 18 years single blend sitting in my closet right now. I'm saving it for when River turns 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral. Now you're talking my language. He throws the keys to his truck on the table. She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree trunk out of the ground. Nope. Myself and everyone else at the table immediately folds. Deal the cards, Bry Guy. Are you guys sure you wanna? You heard the man. Deal. Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. So no, you might be thinking, Robert puts his old workhorse up for grabs. His only mode of transportation at times in his life is only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you. Smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck. Great biceps, but didn't last though. I lost everything in a game of Pai Gow in the back room of a Shenzhen tea house on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything. Gone. Clothes, money, identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near Zaiju Park and had to make my life new from there. It took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way back to American soil. And in those 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear, love deeper than I ever had, and lost it all many times over. I've seen my own death, Craig. I know how I die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting.
Nice.
Robert produces the deed to his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table. All I have and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance? Craig wipes the sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort or tell that he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again. I fold. Everyone erupts. Fine, the whiskey is yours. And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? That's for me to take to my grave, fellas. Next week, boys. Next week. You got it. I'll be there. This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in a cold sweat thinking about tonight. Keep working on that poker face, Herbie. We'll say our goodbyes and head our separate ways. Oh, man.
You've got dads.
All right, Hugo. Let's Hugo on another date. Let's Hugo go gone. Ever since the first night at Charcuterie Pies, Hugo and I have made a point out of weekly visits to trivia night. Havarti, like it's 1999, has come in first place ever since, despite Provolone 2 lost to New York's continual efforts to dethrone us. I've been able to do a complete overhaul of the interior of my car thanks to all of the Phil's Auto Care gift cards we've received. Air fresheners, car chargers, you name it. Amanda's riding in the lap of luxury. Aside from the trivia nights, I don't actually get to see Hugo a lot. The end of the school year is coming up and he seems to be having a lot of trouble dealing with the stress of teaching. I should do something nice for him. Maybe help him take his mind off the screaming teenagers. Books. He likes books, but I would have no idea where to even start with that. Probably reads more books in a month than I've read in the past year. I know he's really into wrestling, but he's been reluctant to talk about it since he showed me his wrestling room. I know he's kind of shy about it, but maybe. Whatever. Let's roll the dice. I think I have a plan. Hey, all right, folks. Looks like we finally have the points tallied and we're ready to announce our winner. You know who else is a winner? Me. Because I've finally seen just how beautiful and loving my wife is. A few weeks ago, all of the regular stage and intervention for Quizmaster Quinn sat down in a circle and told him that we wanted to see him be better and love himself. He agreed to start going to couples therapy with his wife, and last time he told us that they adopted a dog together. I love you forever, my Quizmaster Queen. Can't tell which version of Quizmaster Quinn I prefer.
Oh.
Everything to like and dislike about both, huh? And the winner is, for the 4th week in a row, Havarti like it's 1999. Yes! Hugo and I cheers our small slices of camembert, and I go up to accept our gift card along with an uncomfortably long hug from Quizmaster Quinn. May Havarti like it's 1999's reign be as long and wonderful as my marriage to my beautiful wife. We make our celebratory round of high fives to the rest of the teams, and I sit down to finish our cheese board, savoring every last bit of burrata with pesto and slices of tomato. Hey, I got a surprise for you. For me? Yes, and for once isn't more cheese. Well, if you think you can somehow top that, be my guest. I pull out a book that I've been carefully hiding in one of my pockets and slide it over to Hugo. Oh. Hugo picks up the cover and reads the title out loud. Harry Butt's Crapper Keeper? I wanted to get you a book, but I figure you probably own every classical piece of literature, so I thought this would be fun. For when you're pooping.
Oh.
Hugo laughs. You should flip through it. Hugo looks up at me and raises an eyebrow. After flipping through a couple pages, he finally comes across the small gift I strategically hid inside.
Oh.
You're kidding me! Hugo looks around, worried that he made a scene.
Oh.
He leans in. You're kidding me! Hugo pulls out the wrestling tickets I hid inside of the Crapper Keeper. This is to the World Federation of Wrestling's Power Slam series. You've been working so hard lately. I thought you'd like them. Like them? I love this. Thank you. But wait, there's 2. Yeah, I figured we could go together.
Sweet Manchego.
You'd go with me? Heck yeah. I need you to explain the finer points of wrestling to me, though. He gets up, walks around the table, and effortlessly picks me up in a big bear hug. Has he been this strong the whole time? Thank you. Let out a little squeak to sort of say you're welcome. It's the night of the Power Slam. Hugo shows up to my doorstep in a loud, oversized wrestling tee. He's a little blushy and extremely cute. We drive about an hour to another city for the big event. Hugo spends the entire ride teaching me the basics of wrestling and the terminology I need to know. So, it's fake, right? Well, yes and no. While wrestling in the act of, quote, hurting another wrestler is fake, the work requires remarkable athleticism and oftentimes results in actual injury. Those people are getting hurt, sure, but not in the way we are led to believe. Historically, wrestling as we know it today was created by carnival workers to fix gambling, and the people who actually believed it to be real and would bet on these matches were called marks. That we know that it's technically fake, but still choose to suspend our belief makes us smarks. Smart marks. So I should be watching this for the acrobatics, and the tension, and the drama, and even the storylines. I think that anything or anyone can tell a good story. You just have to look for the story. Even something like what we're about to experience will tell a phenomenal, sometimes understated story despite a ridiculous premise. Wow.
Oh.
What? I just really wouldn't have pegged you for a huge wrestling fan. Nobody does. I get it. I'm the button-down teacher type. I like poetry and art history. I write dissertations on heavy tomes by Russian authors for fun. But I like wrestling. It's a big part of who I am, because it's considered kind of lowbrow, I feel like I can't share it with anybody because they'll just make fun of me. Till now. Hugo smiles to himself. Till now. Hugo and I enter the stadium and are directed to the upper level. After grabbing some snacks, we make our way up the set of stairs. The further up we go, the more my heart sinks. I thought we had gotten good seats, but by this point, the ring looks like a postage stamp. We finally settle into our spots and then wait for the match to start. I'm sorry, I thought I got his tickets on the lower level. I look over to Hugo, who apparently didn't even hear me. He's vibrating with excitement. This is so cool. I guess he doesn't mind. I have to admit, I've been too embarrassed to come to one of these since I was a kid. What's there to be embarrassed about? Everyone here loves wrestling. Plus, who are we even going to see that we know? We're like an hour out of Maple Bay. I guess you're right. So what do we have to look forward to tonight? Oh man, the lineup is stacked. All the matches are going to be great. The one I'm really looking forward to is the Eastern Dragons match. Eastern Dragon? Yeah, he used to wrestle as Pablo Escobar, but I guess he eventually had to change it. Wrestler names are weird. He's actually an Iranian guy from Utah. Oh, so that's what your shirt's from. Yep, been following the guy since his debut in an indie wrestling league, and it's been amazing to see him rise through the ranks and into the professionals. Who's he up against? The corporate shill. Technique-wise, I don't think he's that good of a wrestler, and I don't think the fans like him. Certainly an interesting character, though.
Yes.
The stadium lights dim, and the crowd starts screaming. Butt rock blasts through the sound system, and some pyrotechnics set off around the ring. Ladies and gentlemen of the sold-out crowd of Mill Creek, Massachusetts, who's ready to power slam? Hugo and I scream. We watch two wrestlers, the Southern Dandy and Johnny Snowman, walk out to even more butt rock. The Southern Dandy mixes and drinks a mint julep in the ring before the match. The crowd eats it up.
Oh.
Southern Dandy's from Maine. Is Johnny Snowman not from the North Pole?
Oh.
He's from Georgia, actually. After a long match, Johnny Snowman, who's dressed up like a muscular elf, does what Hugo calls a German suplex on the Southern Dandy. Well, what did I just watch? It's like a death ballet where oily, muscular dudes hug each other to the point of exhaustion. You're not wrong. Wrestling is a sport of communication. All these guys train together to know not only how to perform moves, but how to respond to them. Allows them to look like they're being hurt, but only be kind of hurt. The crowd cheers as Johnny Snowman pins the Southern Dandy and is announced the winner. The next match features a wrestler named Generation Y2K, who comes out looking like a hipster barista, takes selfies with fans on the way up to the ring, and pauses after every one to post it on Instagram. He's really playing up the millennial thing, huh? He's sort of the boogeyman to old-timer wrestling fans. His opponent, the old-timer, walks out. Oh. The crowd seems to be divided in who they're rooting for. The old-timer pulls some pretty sweet moves after he takes out a walking cane from under the stage and beats Generation Y2K over the head with it. Up against the ropes, Generation Y2K blinds the old-timer with a flashlight, and his camera phone is able to pin him to win the match. Takes a celebratory selfie with his unconscious opponent. During a break, Hugo and I leave to get refills from the concession stand. We wind our way through the clusters of wrestling fans to get to the line. So, what do you think so far? The wrestling is cool, but I really like seeing you so enthusiastic. It's... Don't say hot. Don't say hot. It's cool.
Oh.
You know, I'm kind of surprised. I was sort of expecting the crowd to just be a bunch of aggressive, sweaty older guys, but it's so diverse. I've even seen a bunch of families with their kids here. Everyone looks super happy to be here.
Ah.
Oh yeah, that's how I got into wrestling when I was a kid. My dad used to take me and my brothers to matches all the time. There's one gaggle of kids loitering in a corner that are exceptionally loud. Even over the din of the stadium. Looking closer, I can't help but feel like these kids seem familiar. Oh god, I know these kids. They're Hugo's students. So don't turn around when I tell you this, but some of your students are here. Hugo immediately tenses up. Oh my god, I can't let them see me here. They'll never listen to me ever again. I position myself between the kids and Hugo, hoping that I can act as a human shield. I glance over at the group of children again, and I recognize that Colin kid. He kicks one of his friends in the shin and laugh. Man, that Colin kid is a piece of work. Colin, if he sees me here, he'll never let it go. He's a master manipulator. We have to get back to the relative safety of our seats. What's the plan? This is a sneaking mission. We gotta be sneaky if we're gonna get back to that ring unscathed. How quiet are you? I've gotten pretty good at sneaking up on students who are texting under the desk during class, so I can be pretty quiet if I need be. Perfect. We just go find some cover to hide behind as we navigate back to our seat. Where to? What? Get in my shirt! There's no time to explain. Just trust me. I lift up my shirt and pull it down over Hugo, his buddy flush against my chest. I start shuffling us towards the door. A few people stare at us, but nobody can tell it's Hugo. At this point, Hugo's nestled gently against me. It's actually kind of nice. Once we get closer to the ring, he shimmies out of my shirt. Well, it worked. Somehow. Hugo and I sit down and breathe a huge sigh of relief. Oh, that was close. Now we can hide out for the rest of the night and enjoy ourselves in the comfort of anonymity within a large crowd. The lights dim again. This is the match we've been waiting for. The corporate shill walks out to elevator music. He's wearing a three-piece suit and sunglasses. Once he gets to the ring, he takes off his sunglasses and rips the sleeve off of his suit jacket, flexing his arms for the crowd. One of the people from his entourage produces a graph chart and sets it up in the center of the ring. Corporate shill grabs a microphone. I got a message for the Eastern Dragon. If you'll refer to the graph in the center of the ring, you'll see a quarterly projection of how much I'm about to kick your ass. The whole crowd erupts. Now, if you'll direct your attention to the Jumbotron, we all look up at the PowerPoint presentation titled Kicking the Eastern Dragon's Ass Key Performance Indicators. Corporate Shill takes a laser pointer and gives a lengthy presentation on just how and why he'll defeat the Eastern Dragon. He showcases several well-utilized clip art graphics. That was informative. The lights dim again and pan flute music plays. Think it's a pan flute? I'm actually not sure if I know what a pan flute sounds like. The Eastern Dragon walks out to cheers from the crowd. Aren't pan flutes a Central American thing? Hugo shrugs.
Oh.
Wrestling. The Eastern Dragon stands outside the ring and grabs a microphone. Corporate Shill, it's nice to see you again. More cheers from the crowd. That was a good presentation. The clip art was a very nice touch. He points to the Corporate Shill menacingly. I'm looking forward to a nice and exciting match. The crowd doesn't really know what to do here. He's not the best at trash talk, but I promise he's one of the most talented wrestlers you'll ever see. The match starts, and it's just as exciting as Hugo had hyped it up to be. The Eastern Dragon performs some ridiculous aerial stunts that make me concerned for his safety. He does what Hugo calls a moonsault from the top rope onto the Corporate Shill. The air in this stadium is electric as these two athletes lock arms and try to demolish one another. I can't help but get into it. Corporate Shill pile drives the Eastern Dragon, who looks passed out in the center of the ring. Climbs up to the top rope and motions to the cheering crowd. Oh no, he's about to do his finishing move, the corporate ladder. The Corporate Shill poses at the top of the ropes. The Eastern Dragon still isn't moving. Could this be the end of his young career? Get up, Eastern Dragon. You can do it, Eastern Dragon. Corporate Shill launches off the top rope in a huge arc. He brings his elbow down onto the Eastern Dragon with the full force of a Fortune 500 company putting local vendors out of business. Corporate Shill pins the Eastern Dragon, and the match ends. Hugo sinks into his chair. Man, he should have won that. Sit down with Hugo. What a match. It was amazing. I think I'm a fan of wrestling now? Hugo looks over to me, and our eyes catch. I'm glad. The event goes on, and we have a little downtime before the next match. We decide to just relax in our seats to avoid the middle schoolers. It's unlikely they would ever notice us in the upper level nosebleeds. I look up at the Jumbotron. Oh hey, they're doing the kiss cam thing. Zooms in on a bunch of cute couples who all do a quick smooch to raucous cheers from the crowd. Oh, that's so nice. And then it zooms in on Hugo and I.
Whoa.
What? What do we do here? Look over to Hugo and see the same mortified expression on his face. The entire crowd is chanting, neither of us know what to do. Give the crowd what they want. I slowly lean in, awkwardly tilting my head. Cheers from the crowd erupt all around me. I look back up to the Jimbo crowd and see a couple behind us making out with full force. Hugo and I turn beet red and slink back into our chairs.
No.
So much for laying low, I guess. The rest of the match thankfully goes off without incident. Hugo and I eventually laugh off the kiss cam and get back into the wrestling. After the show ends, he convinces me to hang back and let the rest of the crowd exit so that we wouldn't risk running into Colin and his awful group of friends. By the time Hugo and I walk back to his car, most of the wrestling fans have cleared out. The parking lot is surprisingly empty, save for a beat-up car parked a few spaces down from us. We rarely keep an eye out for any stray middle schoolers as we hang out by my car. Man, that was an experience, right? It's one thing to watch it on TV, but to be there in person is just... wow. Thank you, again. I would have never gotten to experience this if it weren't for you. It's just me and Hugo in front of the car in an empty parking lot. I look down. Kind of funny about the kiss cam, huh? Yeah, it was super funny. Neither of us are smiling. Look into each other's eyes, and I can feel a warmth radiating from my cheeks. We stare at each other for just a little bit too long. Hey, cool shirt. Turn around and see a guy in a hoodie and basketball shorts walking up to us, a duffel bag slung over his shoulders. I haven't seen one of those in years.
Sweet Manchego.
Oh my god, yeah, I got a trade with this guy from streetsmarks.net. I love that website. I'm gonna always post these awesome, super detailed breakdowns of matches in the indie circuit. Have you seen those? Names like, J something. JD Slaminger? Yeah, that's him. Those are my write-ups. You're J.D. Slaminger? You're kidding. Oh, man, I'm such a huge fan of your work. It's so nice to meet you. The man vigorously shakes Hugo's hands.
Hey.
I'm honored. Man, I wish I could stay in chat. I have so many questions, but I'll PM you on the forums if you ever want to talk shop. Absolutely. Man starts walking away. Hugo coughs nervously to get his attention again. Is there any chance you could sign my shirt? The guy turns around and beams. Sure thing. Wait. It all finally clicks in place for me. You're the Eastern Dragon. I love your work. Thank you, man. Eastern Dragon shines Hugo's shirt, waves goodbye, and walks to his car. Stand there with my mouth open the entire time. That was the Eastern Dragon.
Oh.
He likes my work. Dude, you're like friends with the Eastern Dragon now. He's gonna PM me. You're gonna high five. He's so excited he's shaking. Mr. Vega? Oh, man. Colin and his cronies just pop out of nowhere. Oh, no. Here we go. Huh? Colin, nice to see you and your friends all the way up here. What are you doing here? I don't see a library anywhere near us. I was watching the Power Slam series with my friend. Ha! Mr. Vega likes wrestling? What a fart knocker. Actually, that's pretty cool. Shut up, dickweed. Nah, man. That's actually rad as hell. Who were we just talking to? Probably one of your stupid book nerd friends. Actually, he was talking to his good buddy, the Eastern Dragon. All of Colin's friends gasp. Guys, come on, he's lying. There's no way the Eastern Dragon would hang out with these losers. Oh yeah? How did I get his autograph then? Colin's friends lose their minds, screaming their heads off. Colin is red with anger. See you in class, bitch. You can't say that. Who's gonna believe you? Hugo and I hop into the car to the tune of more children screaming. We laugh all the way home. Hugo and I descend the stairs of his home into his wrestling man cave where we both crack a beer. We're both winding down from an exciting evening. So if you were a wrestler, what would your persona be? Hugo answers immediately.
Yes.
J.D. Slaminger, my forum name. I gotta represent my literary roots. My costume would be a tweed coat, and my finishing move would be a catcher in the eye, where I poke my opponent's eyes out and call them a phony. Wow. I've given it a lot of thought. What about you? I would be Mario Brawl Tully. Come out in bright orange Crocs and my hair in a ponytail while I wield a slotted spoon. Finishing move is Don't Forgetting My Spaghetti, where I pin my opponent and force feed them my delicious homemade meatballs. I'm just now realizing that I don't know any actual wrestling moves. You know, I could teach you some. I smirk. I'm game. Hugo and I square up in the center of the room, ready to go at it. I'll go easy on you. Oh, on Mario Brawl Tally? Absolutely not. And before I know it, I'm on the floor. Hugo wraps his legs around me and squeezes. I can't move. This is a figure 4-leg lock. If I were to apply full force right now, you would be in extreme pain. He effortlessly twists around again and grabs my arm. Good lord, he's strong. Any movement on my end is useless. This is an arm bar. You're pretty good. You can tap out anytime you like. Not a chance. Hugo flips around one last time on top of me. He hooks his arm under my leg and presses his body down on my chest. And this is me pinning you. Our faces are inches apart right now. Can't tell if I'm breathing heavily because of the physical activity or because of something else. Go for it. I lean forward and kiss Hugo, who seems just as surprised as I am. I pull back, a little embarrassed, but he kisses me again. He slowly releases his submission hold on me and cradles my face in his hands. He presses his forehead against mine and we laugh. Guess we both win? I guess so. Pull him back in for another kiss. Do you have any more moves to show me? I think I might have a few. Yeah! Date complete. The fact that he called Colin a bitch is hilarious to me.
Looks like Paradise Lost just got found.
Looks like Paradise Lost just got found. I love that each time. Asiago Getter. Oh, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. There's her car in the driveway. Gotta act natural. Be cool, Herbie. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to to a good start. Something fishy. Rats. What? No, I had a crab cake sandwich for lunch. That's probably it. You're allergic to shellfish. Oh no, I forgot. Again. Dad. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be sick. What have I done? I'm kidding, you're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. Lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but, oh, Dad, I dramatically whipped the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way. I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. This is all 19 seasons. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. Follow Amanda to the back door.
Hey.
Told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is, fully customizable down to the type of mac. There's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, all right? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds to make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Herbie, Quizmaster. Hey, who's ready for a crazy graduation party? You don't have to be on right now, Quinn. It's just a party. What do you mean? It's the, you know what? Keep that energy. Hold it close. You deserve it.
Hey!
Just like me and my loving wife deserve happiness, right? You know it. Herbie. Ryan, you made it. Don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, you made us dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian, I like eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. This is a real rager, taking our older age into consideration. Trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Whoa.
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Let's hit the gym sometime soon, huh? Sure thing, dude. Brian and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Brian ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah? Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into the neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more choice events. I've got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. Maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hey. Harper gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later. Hey, man. Matt. Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of rice-head banana bread ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. What's a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. Hey. I turn to see Ernest, looking like he has something to say. Hey, Ernest. Thanks for being nice to my dad. Whoa. People are really mean to him sometimes. I mean, I guess I am too. But, he seems happy when you're around, so, That's cool. Well, geez, Ernest, I don't know what to say. You know, I think people get you pegged wrong. You got a soft side. If you tell anyone I told you that, I'm gonna set your trash can on fire. There it is. Also, you don't know me. Before I can respond, Ernest walks away, a cloud of vapor trailing behind him. Well, that was at least a little pleasant. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party pops! What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, hurt me if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrap package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kind of shocking, all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? Kinda figured we need at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. Glance over to the back of the yard where Hugo is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. Smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. Take a seat next to Hugo as the last guests make their way out of the party. Cool shirt. Thanks. It reminds me of a special night. So the secret's out, huh? Hugo likes wrestling? You know, I was really nervous to come here dressed like this, but everybody in the neighborhood, they were nothing but accepting of me and my hobbies. Turns out that Craig's a huge fan too. And Colin told everyone at school that I'm into wrestling. But it actually backfired on him. The kids have a sort of weird respect for me now. A few of them even asked me to be the sponsor for their wrestling club. Not the Olympic wrestling. The wrestling that I like. I actually like both, but there's an important distinction, and I think you would know which one I'm talking about. See, just goes to show there's nothing wrong with being open about what you like. I agree. And as long as I'm being open, I'm also a huge fan of very handsome dads who throw great parties for their kid and love a good word jumble. I blush. And I'm a big fan of... Quick, think of something clever. Hugo's. This Hugo specifically. Hugo laughs.
Oh!
He drapes an arm around my shoulder and pulls me closer. Plants a soft kiss on my forehead. I'm happy here. Me too. Hugo and I watch the sun dip below the horizon together. Hey, do you think maybe later you can show me some new wrestling moves? Herbie, how about I show you my pump handle pile driver? I can't help but giggle. What's that? You'll see. Rar? Question mark? And that is another Dream Daddy in the books. We are really flying through this, and we are getting close to, well, finishing everything, really. The goal is obviously to get all of them. All the Dream Daddies, so that we can officially say we are the dreamiest of all the daddies. His pants are undone. Cheesy. But yeah, that's another dad in our books. Who are we gonna do next time? Well, we've got, what, 3 left to choose from. So you'll just have to wait and see. Starting on Tuesday, we'll be starting a new game, and I believe it's called Aru's Awakening. So look forward to that. But until then, we've got several more games in between before we get to Tuesday. So thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And until the next time, everybody, stay funky, people.